Okay. Alright, and we are back with another request to TI8 cast.
Fortune and glory await.
And we took a look at both sides. It's
Don't
DK,
worry, lads. This one's
Lena,
in the bag.
Pango, Underlord, and Crystal Maiden for one side. For the Radiant. And then for the Dire, got Skywrath Mage, Phantom Assassin, Kunkka, Marana, as well as the Faceless Void, which should be... Okay, how's this going? Kunkka mid, Marana 4, Faceless Void in the off lane, Phantom Assassin safe lane, Skywrath Mage 5. And then for the side of the Radiant, I mean, they're putting 3 heroes here, possibly just looking for the kill, but throwing DK mid with Lena Pango in the safe lane and Underlord in the off lane with Crystal Maiden. That wouldn't be too much of a surprise. A lot of damage from the Frostbite and the Firestorm, Atrophy Aura. So I could see some potential here for a couple of kills, especially on the Skywrath Mage. We'll see how that ends up going.
Amazing what you found lying around.
We'll have to see how that lane ends up evolving for both sides. They've got the Phantom Assassin and the Skywrath, so they're looking for harassment. Only has one clarity, and then you're looking at the Phantom Assassin. So they're looking for Stifling Dagger with the Arcane Bolt. We'll have to see how they end up producing this lane. I think it's an interesting lane for both sides. I say more of the kill potential is on the Radiant in my eyes, but we'll see. And then Kunkka should be able to dominate this lane in the early goings. I mean, he's already level 2, so he's doing a good job here to start. And then in the bottom lane, you're dealing with the Marana as well as the Void, but Lena hitting from a distance, maybe just trying to open it up for the Pangolier. Again, just constantly with the Arcane Bolt. Crystal Maiden unable to really stay in this lane, and that is for now. Gonna need a lot of regen, and gonna have to try and work from the sides. We'll see if that's even able to work, because they've got the slow, they've got the Arcane Bolt, and if they're able to just put a couple of Arcane Bolts on the Crystal Maiden, it might just drop. So I wanted to say, with the coming levels 3, 4, maybe there's more potential for the Radiant for kills, but early, with the slow early from the Stifling Dagger as well as the Arcane Bolt, if Crystal Maiden stays too close, that could, you know, start producing issues for them. What we'll have to see is, you see the damage that Frostbite does. Oops, pressing on the mini-map there. And oop, First Blood comes out on the Pangolier. Must have landed an arrow and just gets caught out. Was not expecting the Pangolier to be First Blood at all. I really did think First Blood was going to come from this top lane. And all of a sudden, First Blood is taking over on bottom. Kunkka now won't be dominating as much as Dragon Blood is in level 1. The regen's there, especially with the Tango. I mean, the regen's just super superior for this DK, and it's very hard for the Kunkka to really just harass him out of lane. So DK, maybe level 2 in the Dragon Blood, might get a little bit more comfortable with farming, as his CS is a lot behind at the moment, but come level 2 in the Dragon Blood, might get that much easier with the regen that he's got. But ooh, X into the Torrent. And Tidebringer up in 2. Was possibly looking for the cleave, but that wasn't going to do the deed anyway.
Missing thumb.
Crystal Maiden still sitting here with the Frostbite, only level 1, and oop. Phantom Assassin going with a Phantom Strike. Now they've got the slow again. No Arcane Bolt just yet, and actually the Underlord backing out of lane for a moment. So goes over to this jungle area by the shrine. Tries to just farm up for a second. Has level 2 in the Firestorm available with the Atrophy Aura. and standing right there for the arrow. Not even moving. AFK, not moving, full duration arrow. Fortunately, no time walk to close the distance, no star storm, and really should be counting your prayers if you're the Lina. You get hit by a full duration arrow and you don't die for your sins for standing there like that. I mean, you should really be thankful.
Ha! Regeneration!
That is just honestly disgusting.
I deserve this.
So, like I said, DK starting to find himself a little bit more in the last hit department. Only 4 behind the Kunkka now. Crystal Maiden getting a little bit low, hitting level 3. So took the Arcane Aura. I would have liked to see maybe 1 in the Arcane Aura, the rest in Frostbite as well as the Crystal Nova. Just to continue the harassment, but maybe just doesn't feel comfortable throwing skills out and just trying to up the regen of the team. And that's totally understandable against that lane. So I'm okay with that as well. I'm not really too shocked. But PA having a okay time here, 15-2 compared to the 15-1 of the Underlord that PA is up against. But Faceless Void doing a good job. Forced the time walk away. Was taking a lot of damage. But oh, Starstorm comes in. Pangolier in a little bit of trouble. Now Mirana getting a little bit low. Swashbuckle up in 2 seconds. You don't want to risk going in. Maybe giving your life up to the Faceless Void. I don't think that is the spot. And they do let the Mirana just kind of walk away. Phantom Assassin going back to the shrine with the Skywrath Mage. Underlord hitting level 4. He's got 2 in the Atrophy Aura. And again over bottom. Penguin does go back in, and I think that was him trying to go in with Swashbuckle. Yeah, it was. I don't understand the move there. And I mean, I really didn't think he was going to go for something like that. Underlord comes over towards mid. Doesn't have enough for Pit of Malice or anything to root this Kunkka, so
this'll come in handy.
There's no real reason to make that rotation. And with the Crystal Maiden, maybe they were looking to find the Kunkka out, but they don't even come close to really spotting him. And unfortunately now, Crystal Maiden silenced up and doesn't hit the concussive shot onto this Crystal Maiden. Now gonna firestorm this lane, has the Soul Ring, so can continually just kind of stand here and Soul Ring firestorm the lane, and we'll see if that's the direction this Underlord wants to go. We could see the Underlord really start to heavily farm as Mirana over bottom is able to escape, and that is without leap. But oh, arrow comes in, not gonna land. Silence, Arcane Bolt, as well as the concussive shot. Underlord very tanky at the moment. 30 Atrophy Aura, has the mana regen from the Arcane Aura. Crystal Maiden now into the jungle, does go for the 1-1-2, which I do like seeing the Crystal Nova here, but needs to be able to sustain this mana at the same time.
Is missing.
It's become a 1,000 net worth lead here for the Dire. Almost level 6 is this Phantom Assassin. That coup de grace is going to be, I wouldn't say the worst against the Underlord. It's not going to be fun by any means. Who it's really going to hurt is Crystal Maiden, who has wisely made the way over towards the jungle here instead of having the Phantom Assassin roam and find him in the jungle over here. But oop, Dragon Tail out of the Kunkka. Arrow coming in. That doesn't end up striking a target. And DK, he's got Soul Ring too, so he's using the Soul Ring in succession with that Dragon Blood trying to heal up. Crystal Maiden a little bit low on mana, only has enough mana for one skill, and that ends up being the Frostbite onto the Mirana. And that is with Arrow coming across. Arrow doesn't end up landing. And again, this game is still just kind of moving slow. Nothing too crazy from either side. Which both teams are okay with. Phantom Assassin wants, does have the coup de grace, but would be okay with a little bit of a slower start, to be honest. Pangolier, he's had a couple of struggles here, and he'd like this game to go a little bit slower, find his first couple of items. X into the boat as well as the Torrent. DK getting low. Doesn't end up falling. Underworld's low as well as the Crystal Maiden. 3 heroes fall low on the Radiant side at the same time, and 2 of them are jungling. It's a bit of a false alarm. These heroes on the Radiant are low, but over bottom could be an issue. Pangolier still just farming away. And, oh, Chronosphere onto the Lina with the arrow will certainly be a kill. Armor is pierced on the Faceless Void. Crystal Maiden here with the Frostbite onto the Mirana. They still get the kill on the Lina, and the rotation really not amounting to much. As, I mean, Crystal Maiden's here, but with just the Arcane Aura, it doesn't really output that much damage. Throws a skill, and that's kind of it. Rooted, Shield Crash, that'll come in. As well as the Dragon Slave. They move up to try and find the Mirana, who is gone heavy on the arrow, heavy on the Starstorm. And, oh, almost hits an arrow there on Crystal Maiden or the Lina, but now with Crystal Maiden coming to the high ground, might be able to kill the Mirana, ends up going to the left. And into the hands of the Faceless Void, so just trying to run around, find an escape. There's the ulti, and this is a problem, but the Torrent will take care of that, and the boat will finish off the Crystal Maiden. So going way out of line there, but coming in is going to be the Lina to grab 2 kills, one on the Mirana as well as the Faceless Void with the Laguna Blade. We'll have X in 7, so if they keep the chase on, in which they should be able to do with the Stifling Dagger. And actually, the Stifling Dagger slows him down enough where he doesn't get hit by the Torrent. The 2-man stun to follow it up. Silence trying to get to the shrine. Won't survive as there's the cleave. Gets the kill. Crystal Maiden comes back over. Doesn't exactly have the ulti to work with the Breathe Fire. Swashbuckle comes through. Phantom Strike trying to get the kill. Crystal Nova used. And Phantom Assassin. This is not the battle you want if you're Crystal Maiden, especially 1v3. And yeah, CM will drop on top of all that. So 2,000 net worth lead here for the Dire. Kunkka leading the net worth as he is going for an armlet.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrated.
Nope. Laguna Blade, Dragon Slave, Mirana alive. And again, this is all without Leap. Usually you see Leap come in, but really just wants the arrow as well as the Starstorm. Silenced up is this Underworld over top. Will attempt to TP out. They now throw the Chronosphere. And now he goes to the Dark Rift. Pin of Malice, Firestorm, and he's gone. He's out. I mean, they threw the Chronosphere. They tried to kill him. I don't know if that was really the best play there. To throw that Chronosphere. I don't really think you were going to get that kill in that situation at all, and Rolling Thunder is going to finish off on the Pangolier. So just going 4 javelins. At least that's the thought at the moment. As silenced up, Mystic Flare. Trying to get away, starting to heal. Should be able to survive with 60 health. He does. DK able to just walk out of that. Crystal Maiden comes over. But again, Crystal Maiden comes over, and I don't really see much of what CM's putting in.
Arcane power.
Now does have the freezing field, but lacking the damage in the Frostbite as well as the Crystal Nova. Meanwhile, Underlord continuing to farm over towards top. He's looking for a Crimson Guard, a very good item in this game. Let's see what he's able to do with that.
Radiant's middle tower is under
You know,
attack.
we'll get that Yules to set up.
Invisibility.
Phantom Assassin thinking about moving over bottom. Pushing in on this Pangolier. They have massive numbers coming in. Actually, 3 coming around. The Kunkka, Skyrath, Mirana, Arrow misses way south. Now they need to try and get out of here. Shield Crash, Laguna Blade. Can they kill the Phantom Assassin first? They will. Now they'll try to turn it. X pulls back the Lina. They end up trading 1 for 1 at the moment. Slow as well as the rest coming in. And they will end up trading, but the Phantom Assassin kill is quite nice there for the Radiant despite losing 2.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating. Radiant's bottom tower's still there, but not for long.
No, go over towards mid. DK again, a hard target to kill. X brings him back. Now he's silenced. We'll look for the Dragon Tail. This hits on the Skyrath Mage. Rolling Thunder. Here he comes, and he's keeping the Kunkka close, but he's able to Armlet toggle. Freezing Field on top of the Skyrath Mage. Chronosphere hits on 2. Should be able to clean up this Crystal Maiden. Gets himself one, but the Dragon Tail follows that up. He's stunned up for a long time. Shield Crash. Damage is there, and they'll get the kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So now 2 for 1 in the favor of the Radiant. And they got the tier 1 mid too.
Tower is under attack.
This should make my life easier.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
That they'll go over for the mid tier 2, and Kunkka TP's in. X with the boat on top of it. Cleave Torrent, and that's the kill. Laguna Blade comes through onto the Kunkka, but he's got this armlet to really continue to toggle. He's proven himself to be a hard kill. Lina getting low. Needs to get away. Crystal Maiden comes over. Now with the Frostbite. Do they have the damage? There's the armlet toggling again. They can't seem to find anything. Frostbite here on the Faceless Void. Concussive shot. Leap forward. There's the Time Walk. Silence up as the Crystal Maiden. First hit bash. They'll get themselves the Lina. They look over the DK. He's able to survive with his own armlet. Crystal Maiden will end up getting chased out.
Dire's bottom tower.
And there's the Stifling Dagger, so they are hitting with the Arcane Bolt as well as the Phantom Assassin now. Coup de Grace really raining in, not dead just yet, turns around for a moment. Stifling Dagger, here comes the Pangolier to try and save his life. Rolling Thunder, he tries to make the turn, but he won't be able to do so successfully. With the Shrine, the DK still alive. Breathe Fire out on 2. If he's able to turn this, I would be absolutely shocked. But the Pit of Malice comes in, and he does turn it. How do you not get that kill?
Dire's putting a hurt on Radiant's
DK just super tanky at 23 armor and the regen of 26.1.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied. Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top
This
tower
game goes
is
back to
tower no
even
more.
with a move like that.
Tis mine.
DK is able to survive it all, and Underlord does find himself to top of the net worth and finishing off the Crimson Guard. So
Radiant's
puts
bottom
himself in
tower
a
needs
really
hand.
nice way. As Kunkka goes down again over the bottom. So he falls to the DK with this armlet. DK starting to
Radiant's
climb
bottom
the
tower
list.
is under attack.
He'll get ahead of the Kunkka in just a moment. Dragon Tail comes out. Skywrath Mage was trying to kill off the Pangolier. Mystic Flare onto the DK, but yeah, we've learned that he's tanky. And now with a double kill there, he does push ahead of the Kunkka. So not going great for the Dire in these last 5 minutes or so. Phantom Assassin still just continuing to farm that first item, which is looking to be a Battle Fury. And then for the Void, he's got Mask of Madness and Yasha, so he's in a good spot. I like him there with the Mask of Madness. As well as that Yasha, I think he's able to really make a difference inside the Chronosphere. Those earlier Chronospheres are a bit of control, and I do like to see him also have the damage to follow it up, and that comes from the Mask of Madness with the attack speed and really hitting away at this Radiant side. So we'll see what he's able to do as he's continuing to progress on these items. He sits top of the net worth for the Dire. Pit of Malice, Firestorm, tier 1 bottom is gone.
Amazing what you'll find
Radiant's
laying
middle
around.
tower's not feeling the love.
Rolling Thunder coming over. They do have the Shrine. Attempting the Torrent now. Hit again. Will wrap around once more. Not actually going to hit it, but the Pit of Malice is there. The Leap gets this Mirana out. There's the Chronosphere. Both hits onto 2. Kunkka will die anyway. Floyd will go into the Chronosphere. Doesn't exactly get a kill just yet. Pushback will be the Skywrath Mage as the Laguna Blade comes through. Shrine keeping them alive. They'll look for the Dark Rift to just get away. The Kunkka drops. PA trying to make something happen, but there it is. And they are gone. Their Uber comes in time, and they're able to escape. They don't lose anything, and they take out 2. So again, Radiant benefactors of a good fight.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble. Dire's top tower
Over towards
is
top, they'll take the top tier 2. They might even push for more. They definitely could. And oh boy, stun comes out. PA in a lot of trouble and dead. They're just able to shred through this Phantom Assassin, making it look easy. Arrow not hitting on anything of importance.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And again, Void just still continuing to farm up.
Dire's top tower is
Got
under
heroes in numbers ready to go in. I think Shadowblade's what's going to be next for this DK. They've got themselves the Dragon Tail. There's the stun. Void just forever locked down. Unable to really make much of anything. You can't Time Walk. You can't Chronosphere. Pangolier's got 3 Javelins ready. He's going for a Blink Dagger. I mean, things are set up prime for the Radiant to just push and finish this game.
Radiant's bottom tower must have been dizzy.
Swashbuckle comes in. Silence onto the Pangolier. There's the Elder Dragon form into the Shadow Blade. Hit with the Torrent. Trying to walk away for the moment. Needs to heal up just a little bit. And with that level 4 in the Dragon Blood, he should be able to do if he just stays by in lane.
This'll come in handy.
No, they don't end up pushing into the high ground too heavily. And they do back off for now.
Regeneration.
Take a look at Pango with those 3 Javelins. Underworld, he's got a hood going for the pipe. But you take a look at the other side. Phantom Assassin's still working on what seems to be that Battle Fury. Skywrath Mage combines with the Kunkka to get the kill on the Pangolier. They find him here. Take a look at the Kunkka. He's got that Shadow Blade as well as the Armlet. Skywrath Mage going for what looks to be a Rod of Atos. Meanwhile, bottom, just cutting these creeps and silence. Can they stop the TP? They can. He actually just goes towards top. He's got boots of travel, so he's able to just go wherever he damn well please. $4,000 net worth lead for the Radiant. Staying a little stagnant recently, and Mirana starting to gain form. Is gone for the Diffusal Blade with the Blink Dagger next. That should be nice.
Oh, bounty.
But oh, Dragon Knight's here. Does he have the damage? And no, with the Moonlight Shadow, but the swashbuckle right in front of the face of this Mirana doesn't end up hitting the Mirana.
Tis mine.
Radiant's middle tower is not feeling the love.
Void TPing bottom. They're going to try and defend this tier 2 tower. They've got the X. That'll come through in the Pangolier. They'll look for the boat, but the Rolling Thunder is out. Out of the Elder Dragon form, Shield Crash comes in, and Rolling Thunder hits on too, but they've got the Chronosphere. That'll line up to kill off the Lina. The Starstorm hits. Pangolier might need to walk out now as the X comes through, but he'll come back and probably get the Swashbuckle off. Nice freezing field coming in from the Crystal Maiden. That's not only zoning, but it does get a kill. Backs him off, and into the Dark Rift they go. Crystal Maiden the only one here, and definitely needs to try and leave. Glimmer down to the low ground. Time Walk should go high ground here, but doesn't, and this is probably going to mean that the Crystal Maiden is dead, but has Glimmer Cape, so could still survive. Up to the high ground, go into the trees. Void is there, and Void spots him, but rooted. DK comes in, the arrow will hit. Torrent, up, down you go. Kunkka gets the kill, but the Dragon Tail hits on the Mirana. They'll take out the Faceless Void and the Mirana, which is not worth the life of a Crystal Maiden. So nice, long space created by that Crystal Maiden. Draws them in closer towards a place where the Radiant side can TP into, and works perfectly.
Money to burn.
Precious bounty.
Regeneration.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's putting up a barricade.
So, bottom tier 2 will go.
Dire's bottom tower. Don't look good.
Faceless Void coming in. Chronosphere in 23. There's the stun onto the Dragon Knight. Hit with the Diffusal Blade. Swashbuckle comes out. Armor going to be pierced on the Kunkka. They look over at the DK. They've got the vision coming out from the tower, and that's actually what kills off the DK. The tower looked like it was going to go down. Now they look over at the Pangolier, who's trying to get out of this. Arrow avoided, but back in the hands of the Kunkka, so going to die anyway. Really not what they would have liked.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Leap forward.
Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble.
Silence, but the Dark Rift is started. No way you get that kill, and he just heads over mid. So doing a good job of just boots of traveling over to lane, and making this very hard for the Dire because he's putting constant pressure on. For right now, Underworld's going to be continually pushing. Gets the Meteor Hammer, so he really wants to be pushing here. Ag's next for the Mirana. Am Assassin. 2,800 gold saved up. Gonna see what's eventually next. BKB for the Faceless Void. BKB for the Phantom Assassin. So, not... I mean, just has this casual perseverance. Which is okay, but... I mean, the Battle Fury, if you just finished it off, would help you farm up a little bit quicker. So they are coming in. They find the Lina. Way caught out by himself, but the Yules is there as well as the ulti coming out from the Crystal Maiden. The Mystic Flare onto the Lina. Not going to be enough damage, or will it? The arrow hit, so keeps him there. Now the Phantom Strike over to the rolling Pangolier. Wanted to say rolling thundering, but just rolling is fine.
Dire is scanning for enemies.
And now the Chronosphere laid down under the tower. Crystal Maiden's here. Frostbite, Crystal Nova, not gonna matter. Faceless Void gets the kill. On the backlines is the DK. Meanwhile, pushing bottom is gonna be the Underlord. They look for the Mirana. There's the Swashbuckle. PA taken out. Now they'll look for more as Faceless Void tries to get out of here. Swashbuckle in just a moment. There's the Time Walk ahead. And Swashbuckle again, but ends up getting hit by the arrow. But you take a look. Underlord pressuring and Kunkka holding. He's not able to be in this fight because of the pressure that this Underlord is putting on. Boat. Dark Rift. They have the damage. Nope. No, they don't. And he'll just go over towards mid. Push out this tower, help his team, and he'll set up for the tier 3 mid. Oh, could have just stood in that Mystic Flare. Not going to need it, though. Breathe Fire comes in, and they clean up the Skywrath Mage anyway. And the creep wave is there, and right over to the bottom lane is Underlord, continuing to put on this pressure. Pressure has not stopped the entire time.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack. Dire's bottom shrine is falling.
Pangolier.
Dire's bottom tower.
Low. Bottom tier 3, hit with the Meteor Hammer. Creeps pushing in. And this should be the tier 3.
Dire's bottom tower is under
And it will be. I mean, there's not much they can do. I mean, the Lina goes down over towards top, but you're losing your racks. This is an issue. Range racks gone. Pit of Malice comes in. DK's here. They're looking to continue to clean up. They'll get the melee racks. Whether or not they lose their life, this rack should go down. There it is.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
So it does, in fact, fall. Turned into a 6,000 net worth lead. It doesn't seem like there's much stopping the Radiant side just yet. Chronosphere comes out, finds themselves the DK. Not dead yet, but will eventually die. He does pop the Blade Mail for a second. Not going to be enough. But he does survive the duration of the Chronosphere, and that's something to really remember how tanky he is. Vatos here for the Skywrath Mage. But Underlord just going nuts. Ready to pick up this Octarine Core soon. Basher here for the Pangolier. He might go into a Diffusal or Maelstrom or something. Silence onto an Illusion. They find the PA Moonlight Shadow is going to be used. Now they don't have the vision to go in on this. Rolling Thunder will hit on both these heroes. Swashbuckle actually kills the Phantom Assassin. They'll look for the Freezing Field, but he's popped the BKB. Now they've got the Silence as well as the XMPO coming into the Pangolier to take him out, and that's a mega kill streak for the Kunkka. Out of Atos, Frostbite again. X once more on the Crystal Maiden. Into the Glimmer Cape. Torrent actually doesn't land. They'll look for the arrow, and Skywrath Mage is dead to the Crystal Maiden. Even if he dies, he has gotten himself a solo kill, so that is more than worth it. And again, with the Underlord continuing to push. Still sitting top of the net worth while all this is going on. just goes over bottom, changes it up. Really playing this game perfectly. Playing them like fiddle, to be quite honest, and arrow actually misses. Holding the Elder Dragon form. Just trying to get this Dragon Tail. Won't catch up. Phantom Assassin now here. Underlord comes over. You need to be careful if you're the Dire. Pit of Malice is at the ready. And they can just get out with the Dark Rift. But, ooh, nice. Chronosphere. It's everybody here on the Radiant side. They try to go for the DK. Pit of Malice is going to be laid down. They'll look for the Dark Rift. DK not going to survive this. And ends up stopping the Dark Rift. 5 heroes here. 5 heroes to get this kill. And they'll take out the Underlord. That is giving a lot of gold right on back.
Precious bounty.
Really unfortunate for the Radiant to give that up. Three kills there. Yeah, Pangolier is continuing to farm. Crystal Maiden has Ags somehow. Let's farm that up. 150 gold a minute will do that. Roshan about to be claimed by the Dire, but I think Crystal Maiden's looking to go in. Rolling Thunder spots them. There's the freezing field from outside the pit. Oh no, one's dead. Looking for more. Need to pick up this Aegis, and Pangolier will finally pick it up. They've got the kill on the Phantom Assassin as well. Laguna Blade there to finish off the Skywrath Mage. It goes so wrong for the Dire in the Roche pit. Perfectly played by the Crystal Maiden. Kunkka trying to walk away. He's got the Shadow Blade. X comes out. But the Yules is there to stop the pull. Push is on.
Is this how Dire's middle barracks?
Now they'll go for the mid-set of racks.
Would open 14 with Chronosphere available.
No shrine to get behind them though, so it's gonna be hard to land a Chronosphere if they stay. Even if they stay, I mean, he's got the Time Walk range, so maybe not. If they dive too deep, that's where they can find themselves in a problem. Laguna Blade hits. That is the Skywrath Mage. Rolling Thunder now hits onto the Kunkka. Blade stunned up. X, Boat, Shield Crash, Torian, Pangolier low. Aegis popped. Also took out the Lina. So Maiden on the back lines, looking for the freezing field in just a moment. Now Void is behind enemy lines, possibly looking for the Crystal Maiden, who has Glimmer Cape in two, but the Chronosphere is used, trying to lock him up, but this is Crimson Guard doing a really good job. The Chronosphere finally ends, and now again, trying to Dark Rift out will be this Underlord. Ends up leaving the Pangolier there. All of a sudden, Godlike is the Kunkka, but they lose the Faceless Void. Ana dead to the DK. Boat comes out. Pit of Malice with the silence. Trying to kill the DK. Armlet toggling. Pulled back. Will finally die to the Phantom Assassin. There's no top set of racks either. So this is Mega Creeps and Dire. Let's see if they're able to hold. There's the Arcane Bolt, Time Dilation, Silence as well. Underward in a lot of trouble. Ends up falling once again.
Invisibility. This'll come in handy.
DK goes down, Underworld goes down, BKB popped by the Faceless Void. That must have been a misclick. That is a 7-second BKB. Mega Creep's coming in. This is going to be tough. I don't know how you really hold against this. Especially with where they're at. Crystal Maiden has picked up a Desolator for some reason. Went to the attack speed so I can understand why. There's the Swashbuckle Shield Crash. That'll come through. Silence up as the Pangolier. And now, at this point, just feeding. Dead for 85 seconds. No buyback. Lena and Crystal Maiden have to get back. DK's going to the AC. Underlord with the Octarine Core. Boots of Travel 2. Maybe go for the Aeon Disc first. Lena has the Ag, so hitting for pure 850.
Twice the harm.
I'll take that.
Skywrath Mage goes down to Creeps. Well, you take a look at the Crystal Maiden, just farming away as the 150 gold per minute. This is getting gross.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Couple of ways. I mean, that's just disgusting.
Dire's top shrine has fallen. Nothing lasts
There's
forever.
Underlord slowed up by the Diffusal Blade, pit him out and slowed down right on top. The double leap out. Mirana tries to go away. And Dragonite's here to help, so let's see what he's able to do. As Underlord ends up going towards bottom. So Dire trying to hold against Mega Creeps. Buyback status is Phantom Assassin as well as the Mirana. And there is the Meteor Hammer. Dark Rift to leave, but it's going to be towards top. And he's able to just get away. Rolling Thunder comes out on a couple of the Chronosphere onto 2. That'll hit the Lena as well as the DK. Lena going to be out of this fight immediately. Looking for the Swashbuckle now. Crystal Maiden follows it up. They will go for the Underworld. That's a lot of damage hitting in. They've killed the Pangolier. 3 died. Buyback from the Crystal Maiden. And they can't finish the game out. This is all of a sudden a huge issue for the Radiant as they can't clean it up. They do end up taking a tier 4. But the game is back to even in terms of net worth. And maybe we see the Dire start to push out. They've got double Daedalus here on the Kunkka, about to have triple Daedalus. Things are by no means easy. Shadow Blade, first hit, Dragon Tail, silence up by the Skywrath Mage, pops the Blade Mail, not gonna matter, he ends up falling. Dead for 85, no buyback. This is really falling apart.
Shadows.
As there's now a lead here for the Dire despite being up against Megas. Oh, arrow hits on the Crystal Maiden. CM's gonna be dead here. And there is that big crit. That one hit crit that comes right on through.
Money to burn.
This should make my
Roche
life
back
easier.
up in 5 seconds. If he just stays in the pit, he would have seen that. Unfortunately, does not spot it. Faceless Void now. He's got a Daedalus. That's pretty nuts. Kai here for the Skywrath Mage, as well as the Rod of Atos. Marana still with that Ags. And Kunkka, third Daedalus. What does he go for next? And that's what people are wondering. He's got 900 gold, so we'll see. In the pit, are the Radiant? Void is here, has the Chrono. Invis just going to let him clean it up himself. And there it is. That's going to be one. Pangolier is gone. He'll kill off Roche, take the Aegis, and the other two go down. DK as well as the Lina fall, and all of a sudden, he's got Underlord here just trying to sneak into the Ancient, but he gives up his life too. He gives up his life. The Ancient's exposed, but unable to get that kill. I don't know why he was there so low. But he doesn't find a way in.
Deadly spirit.
So just trying to finish off this Ancient, as it's the only thing standing for the Dire, but Dire is starting to take every one of these fights up 10,000 net worth. Down to just the Ancient, down 10,000, or up 10,000 net worth. Not something you see too often to be a thing in this game. And they are trying to pressure from all sides. Seeing what they can do. Rolling Thunder attempt, and he's just able to get out, but you look at what everybody can do, and oh boy. Is it that time of the game where Divine Rapier comes out on a Pangolier? I don't know if Pangolier should really be the carrier of that. We see how quickly the PA can dispose of him. Ancient is back to full health. Underward still continuing to just do what he can to push. He's still continuing to farm. I think he very much like that Aeon disc. I would say maybe even go to a BKB afterwards.
Regeneration.
Underward bottom. Arrow stops the TP immediately. Now with the Stifling Dagger, this is a problem, and wow. I mean, you just see how quickly they can handle him, and that is why he needs the Aeon Disc. They're just able to kill him so quickly. Starting to a 15,000 net worth lead. These heroes on the Radiant don't even have buyback. If the Dire were able to push, this could be a huge problem for the Radiant, as it just... I just don't know what they do at this point. The Radiant haven't been able to really touch the base except for when the Underlord went in. Kunkka going into the Silver Edge. Luckily enough, he doesn't have buyback, and if they catch him out, maybe they find something in that spot to push.
Gold from my chest.
Invisibility.
Like Shadow comes out.
Time is money.
Almost a Maelstrom here for the Marana.
This'll come in handy.
I mean, the Dire are doing everything right that they need to be at the moment.
Radiant's top tower ain't looking too steady.
Tango trying to push top. Doing all he can as bottom is pushing in. Top tier 1 finally gets taken out by the Phantom Assassin. Underlord comes over. He still has to be kind of careful. Like I said, the Phantom Assassin is able to rip through, and it's that -4 armor corruption, the coup de grace 5% added. It's just not easy for the Underworld to survive anymore. Not as easy as it was a moment ago. BKB forced out, goes over to the Crystal Maiden. There's the Ghost Scepter. Nice Laguna Blade, but two-shot by the Phantom Assassin. Down goes the Crystal Maiden, looking for more. Pinamalis holds him back, but now looking for the Dark Rift. Can you find it? Can you find anything to clean him up? No. Dark Rift over towards bottom. I think they saw that, so they're going to come right on over. So here comes the Void. Oh, time dilation. Actually stops the TP, puts the Pit of Malice on. Pull back with the X, as well as the boat hitting Mystic Flare. And the kill is there for the Faceless Void. Ancient getting hit. Phantom Assassin finally taking out over bottom. As I believe Blade Mail might have killed him. That's definitely a strong possibility. But with 4 dead, 4 up for the Dire, maybe this is their first moment to put a little pushing. How well the Void pushes in these waves, and now they'll go for the tier 2 mid, and he hits these towers pretty aggressively, pretty heavily handed to take the tier 2 mid. Coming around the back will be the DK, but in the Moonlight Shadow they'll go. Courier killed. That was with 2 TP scrolls. Now they look over at the Skywrath Mage. They've got the Chronosphere. They don't want to stay too close, and there it is. 3-man Chronosphere. Down goes the Crystal Maiden. Lina to follow it up. Blade Mail pop, but that's not going to do much of anything, as he's been silenced, slowed. Mystic Flare. Down he will not go. At least just yet. And now the Freezing Field comes out from the Crystal Maiden, but BKB is immediately popped here by the Faceless Void. They're throwing body after body after body at this team, and they are yet to kill anybody. They finally find that Skywrath Mage. Dust was used. Time walking out. It'll be the Faceless Void again. Underlord just here top, trying to finish something. Priest comes through. Torrent lands. Tidebringer again. You gotta be careful. I don't think he survived the next one, and beyond godlike is the Kunkka. Nobody really stopping him. Ancient has not been touched in quite some time. PA goes down over towards mid. So Crystal Maiden not up for 50, but here comes the Pangolier. Our invisible Moonlight Shadow. There's the crate, but they've got the Swashbuckle hitting onto the Kunkka, and now Pangolier immediately taken out. They hit over at the Ancient. This isn't going to be enough. The Blade Mail is out. The BKB is going to be popped by the Faceless Void, who's got Chronosphere, and they've got the boat. Not even going to need to use it. Dead again. Gone for 2 minutes. And this is just a huge problem that Radiant have no answer for. They cannot push in. They've just been unable to push in. No BKB. Possibly going for the Divine, but ends up with the Daedalus. Yeah, Pango definitely thinking wiser of going for the Divine Rapier. That's for sure. Roche up in 40. See how long the Crystal Maiden does decide to stay.
Generation.
Allies disappear.
And oh, Moonlight Shadow, one-shot silence, dead. Lena walks right in to the Dire team, and that's right by Roche, with Roche up in 9 seconds. Things are just getting sketchier and sketchier for the Radiant. They are down 27,000 net worth, and somehow Dire holding with the Ancient exposed still. So things are definitely getting rough, especially with that Moonlight Shadow on a 30-second cooldown. 12-second downtime, that's nothing. Really is nothing. Pinamalis comes out. BKB is going to be popped by the Phantom Assassin. Pinamalis locks in the Skywrath Mage for a moment. BKB popped by the Faceless Void. Down goes Pangolier. He's down for 100 seconds, but all of a sudden, Void killed.
Radiant's middle
At
tower
the
is
speed
under
of
attack.
light, he is just gone. And that damage, as they find the Mirana and get the kill there. Possibly. Leap, leap. Woo, and dead. I mean, the Faceless Void just blown up all of a sudden by this immense physical damage, and Mirana as well. But, oh, Underlord gone for 100 seconds. You need everybody, I feel like, for the Radiant to have your chance to push.
Dire is scared of
Otherwise, it's
enemies.
just not gonna come. Punk up. Killing this Lena. One shot gone. Skywrath dead. Now only 2 are alive. 2v2 at the end. Basher picked up by the Phantom Assassin. Kunkka definitely has enough for buyback. Phantom Assassin, on the other hand, doesn't. Might want the Lena to buy back and try and walk in. But we'll see what they decide to go with as creeps start to invade the base. But you take a look at what Kunkka is able to do to rip through them. So they aren't able to make progress on this Ancient, really, unless they kill it. They probably won't get another go until it's back to full health. So there's no real reason at trying to risk it. And probably knowing that Kunkka has buyback.
Pressure bounty.
We're going for Roche. Aegis Cheese Refresher Shard. No Skywrath, no Mirana, so I don't think Dire can really go into this. Made it anyway. Aegis picked up by the Pangolier. Refresher Shard and Cheese on the Pangolier. They might want to give the Refresher Shard to the Crystal Maiden. But the CM would need to get rid of something, and the Glimmer is too important there. But it does give it up, and I think that maybe is for going for double Rolling Thunder. But that is an interesting call as well. And they're just using these sentries, making sure there's no vision here. Put a ward here, put a ward there. They ward even. I don't know why you're just you. Okay, that is such asinine usage of those wards. Why not use it on the high ground? Why not put it deeper into the base? Why not use them in a way where you can be offensive? This doesn't give you anything. This doesn't give you anything. I don't really understand that. Arrow hits the Lena on the back lines. They've got the Moonlight Shadow. You take a look. Underlord getting low. They're going to try and go in again as the boat cleans up the DK. He doesn't have the Aegis. He's dead. Dark Rift attempt to try and get out. And they kill the Lena. Crystal Maiden goes after the base, but gone as well. So they get themselves the Pangolier back to life, but he'll probably fall once more as the 3-shot comes in for the Phantom Assassin. 2-man Pit of Malice. Underlord comes back in for some reason, and it's a double kill for the Phantom Assassin, a full team wipe, and they do hold the base. Full team wipe, and nothing lost on the Dire. 5,000 net worth swing, 34,000 net worth lead for the Dire. Aegis Cheese used already. Only the refresher shard remains from that last Roshan attempt.
Gold for my chest.
Once burned, ice shot.
Bounty.
Radiant's middle
Buyback
tower
comes
is
in.
under
Divine Rapier picked up by the Kunkka.
called that
I don't know if he really needs that, but he does pick it up. He gives up a Daedalus for it, too. Something I mean, you give the Daedalus for the Divine. I don't know if that's the play. Meanwhile, Mirana kills off the Lina, who I believe just bought back. So Maiden also bought back. Now they go after the CM, and they both buybacks, and they end up dying. They could. The Mirana dead for 100 seconds, too. No Kunkka here, as Phantom Assassin and Kunkka are trying to push out these outer lanes. Don't want any of these creeps getting close to the Ancient, especially if they're going to make that all-in go
Radiant's top
to
tower
try
is
and
under
finish
attack.
this game or get mega creeps to make it even. They'll take the top tier 2. Pit of Malice does land on the Phantom Assassin, but the BKB is used.
Killing
I know.
spree.
Pango does end up dying, so the PA stays nearby. They might actually get the Underlord, too. Dark Rift, buyback from the Pango. And he gets out. And Pango stops the TV, but DK's here.
Radiant's bottom
Blade
tower
Mail
needs
is
a
popped.
hand.
PA without the BKB can't, or doesn't want to fight into that. And that's fine.
Is mine.
But this lead is... Oh, no. Whew. That is almost 1,000 damage available for this Kunkka.
Bounty.
That's actually disgusting. And should not exist. Try to find the Underlord.
Precious
But
bounty.
actually get closer by pulling yourself back. Underlord showing himself.
Allies disappear.
Moonlight Shadow comes out, and let's see. Doesn't find him. He's up in the trees.
Sanaba.
For the Phantom Assassin, they come up top, one shot, need the Dragon Tail, actually turns around to get himself locked into it, the Breathe Fire, Laguna Blade,
That wasn't
and just cleans him. Straight up cleans him off the face of the earth. Gone for 92 seconds, no buyback.
Regeneration.
But here comes the Kunkka. Actually tries to get this kill, but there's the Yule. Skywrath Mage comes in. The Moonlight Shadow is going to be used again with the Rod of Atos as well as the Silence on the Lina. They'll get themselves the kill. Breathe Fire over, looking for the cleave, looking for the creeps, and down goes the DK. And I'm pretty sure Blade Mail was used because Kunkka almost died there.
His ancient's not looking too good.
Almost getting the kill. Almost getting the return kill with that.
Killing
They lose the
spree.
Crystal Maiden now, and they're down to the Underlord against 4 of these heroes. No Phantom Assassin for 45, but in 45, it's still 5v1.
Dire's ancient is really taking a pounding.
Creeps continue to come in. No boots to travel. No boots to travel. But Dark Rift. So if the creeps are here, they have Dark Rift. We'll see if they're able to use that.
Invisibility.
We're just trying to keep his base safe. Force staff picked up here by the Skywrath Mage is a 44,000, 45,000 net worth lead. Take out the mid set of racks. Lena is up. Moonlight Shadow staying very conservative. As the timers are getting low, but as I say, they're staying conservative. There's the Chronosphere onto 2. They'll take out the Lena who just respawned. Crimson Guard used by the Underlord, and he is going to end up surviving. The DK is here. The Mirana is going to die 100 seconds with buyback. Somehow, some way, this game continuing to go on. As it looks like at times Dire should be able to just finish it off. They're up 47,000 net worth. There's not much standing in their way.
Turn back the clock.
Daedalus here for the DK. Dark Rift over towards top. Phantom Assassin thinking about coming in. 3 heroes here. And Phantom Assassin, I don't know. There's the Dragon Tail. No Chronosphere available for 52 seconds. Rolling Thunder comes around. The silence on the Underlord. They'll try to get the kill on the Phantom Assassin. He's used the BKB. They'll take out the Kunkka because I believe there was the Blade Mail, but 4 heroes are dead. Kunkka gone. Mirana gone, but 4 heroes dead, and Divine Rapier was dropped by the Kunkka and now picked up by the Phantom Assassin. Things getting interesting. The Ancient starts to take a little bit of damage, but again, should be able to heal up before the Radiant get another chance.
I'm going into hiding.
Roshan up. Aegis Cheese and Refresher Shard again. The 4th Roche of the game. Crystal Maiden backing off. Glimmer Cape forward. Maybe looking for the Force Staff. Trying to find the concussive shot. And there's the Moonlight Shadow coming out. Nothing happening, and everybody going to be back up for the Radiant side.
It is mine. Vanish. Poor Roshan.
So the arrow spots Roche. Everybody up here. Creeps invading top. They can go as 5. If that's what they want to do. Divine Rapier is back on the Kunkka. They look like they are staying close just in case they choose to make that decision to just go as 5 in on creeps that are pushing. But Aegis, Cheese, Refresher Shard on the ground. We'll see who that goes to. It's actually picked up by the Mirana. Might be given up to the Skywrath Mage. We'll see in a moment. But actually, no. It's kept. They've come in around the sides, and now this could be a problem. They're going to start to go after this Ancient, and nobody's back just yet. Now the TP start to come in. There's the Glyph. Stops it for a moment. Phantom Assassin immediately goes for the Crystal Maiden, but there's the Kunkka coming through. They get the CM. They're looking for more. Underlord hits away at the Ancient. They're trying to do something. The Lena's going to be the second one to fall. They've got 3 standing here trying to take out the Ancient. It's getting low. DK's here. He's just hitting away. Nobody's stopping him with the Blade Mail on him. Triple kill here for the Phantom Assassin. DK gets the win! Wow! The TP in with the smoke nobody in base. They're all pushing out, and Radiant somehow pull a victory out of that one.